Another really big training concept is the concept of allowing your horse to find the answer by making mistakes. And it's a weird word, mistakes, but what we really mean by that is a horse will have a multi-choice. He'll have a range of behaviors or a range of answers he could give, and we want one of them. Now, how does he know that? Well, he has to experiment a little bit. If we prevent him from giving us the wrong answer, he won't actually learn the right answer. And not only that, but we're going to be wearing out our aids. So it doesn't matter if I'm sending my horse out in a circle to maintain his own gait. The less I do in that instance, the more he learns. So if I'm doing that and he makes a mistake, breaks gait, then I come out of neutral, change my intention, have an active intention, ask him to move into the gate I've already previously asked him to move into, go back to neutral again. So it's the action of correction that actually builds the responsibility and ultimately has him take control of himself, which is a key point. This little exercise here that we've had you do where you've yielded the hindquarters, yielded the forehand, staying within the box, and we might do something like that because we want them to be really sharp when we get on and ride. We want them to be very responsive when we ride. That doesn't work if I hold on to him and I prevent him from making a mistake. I need to allow him to make a mistake. So here, this is how I'd correct him. I'd have a halter and lead on. So I've done this at Liberty. You've seen previously I've done this at Liberty to really test myself, test to see that he didn't need a bend, he didn't need positioning, he had a good understanding of what was expected. But here, I'll have this loose but short enough to lift up and make a correction. It's the correction that's the thing that's going to benefit me. So if I come down here and ask him to step under, and he steps forwards or too far forwards, very simply, I lift up, make that correction, and then my hand goes immediately back down again. That's the thing humans aren't so good at, is we can make the correction initially, and then we're not so good at dropping our hands. There are whole sports where if you lift the reins and hold there's a point off, and if you keep your hand there, you keep taking points off. And it's really hard to get your hand back down again. It's just the way we are. So with these type of things, it's can I ask him here, does he understand enough? Now, if he goes forwards or does something he's not supposed to do, I can correct. But I have to allow him to make the mistake to really get the quality of response that I want. And this will also be a big element to your Liberty work, because this is my number one tool. It's not a round corral. This is my number one tool. The halter and lead rope, that's my Liberty tool. That's my primary Liberty tool. I'll use this in such a way that I don't need it. I'll allow them to make small mistakes, correct them. Small mistakes, correct them. Pretty quick, they get a small success, a small answer, small release, they understand, and then we build and build and build from there. So it is one of the biggest concepts when it comes to shaping behavior and training horses, is don't be the micromanager. Don't prevent them from making a mistake. You welcome mistakes. In fact, you set up your training session to where they're able to make mistakes and you're able to make corrections, and then that's called learning.